You're watching KARE 11 News in high definition. This is KARE 11 News Saturday.
Well, up next we have a wonderful holiday read for you, a great book for the holidays, and we'll be back with more KARE 11 News Saturday in just a few minutes. Thank you.
'Tis the season for hope and love, and yet for many it's also a time to reflect and look forward to the future. But do you ever wonder why things really happen in life? Our next guest has thought about such. His new book is titled Everything Happens for a Reason, and we welcome back a very special guest for us here, Warren Hanson, who is an author and illustrator extraordinaire. Thanks for being here,
Thank
Warren.
you very much.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you, and are familiar with your work, and we'll talk about some of those other works that have been out and about for some time. But first, I want to talk about this book because this is your latest work. First of all, Everything Happens for a Reason. What made you want to write this? Where did you get the idea? How did it come about? It obviously happened for a reason, right?
That's right. Okay. There you go. Perfect.
No, but how did it come about, Warren?
Well, everybody knows that that's a very common phrase right now, and it's used a lot to give comfort to people when they're having a tough time. My publisher, actually, Brett Waldman, came to me and said, you know, maybe you should try to expand on that and see what depths are in that very common phrase that is used so easily in our culture. And so it was an interesting challenge for me to try to apply that phrase to all kinds of situations in people's lives, both difficult or joyful, and see what I could bring to it or bring out of it that might additionally help people in those decisions that we make all the time about which path to take.
And the book is sort of an easy read in that it's laid out very simply, but what is there, the nuggets that are there, offers such a great time for reflection and introspection and meditation. I mean, seriously, it would seem like it's an easy book to read. Like, I thought I was just going to blow through it last night, but then I got stuck on each page and I really started to think about each point you were pondering, and it's really great food for thought.
Well, good. Thank you for realizing that, because I tried hard to put that in. You talk about the layout of the book, and yes, it is quite simple from the very first page, where you expect, you know, all of that little type about the Library of Congress and copyrights and all that stuff, and a blurb on the jacket. All it does is start with the word why.
Yeah.
Just the word why, because that's a question that we ask ourselves so often. And then as you go through the book, it actually sort of makes you twist it and turn it.
Right.
The same way that you examine situations in your life, looking at them from many different angles and trying to figure out how to achieve what you want to achieve.
But you're also tapping into a lot of fantastic quotations and people from history and their thoughts on this great topic. Why everything must happen for a reason, and fate and everything else that goes along with that.
Yeah, that's right. I felt like if I brought in quotes from famous people throughout history, it would help to support my efforts at trying to probe this common phrase, and it really did help a lot. There's a quote from Steve Jobs, which I love, that says, "There is no reason not to follow your heart." This from a tech guy, and I thought, yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot that's added to it by the quotes that I chose.
Yeah, and I imagine therapeutic somewhat, right? I mean, just probably for anybody writing this and compiling this sort of material, pretty eye-opening yourself, right? I mean,
the process was wonderful.
Yeah.
The process of taking that simple phrase apart and examining, well, what does that really mean? Does it mean that everything is caused by something? Well, yes, it certainly means that. But it also means everything that happens to you opens a door for you. Everything that happens is cause for finding purpose to go forward. And so it was really fun for me to find the riches that were in that simple phrase.
And before we go, Warren, we do also have to let people know that you are the illustrator of two, you know, just holiday favorites, really. And then we're talking about Peef the Christmas Bear and A Cup of Christmas Tea. And these continue to go so strong, don't they?
Oh, yeah. It's a delight to have done these books. And I worked with Tom Haig on both of them. And and we've had a wonderful history together, and it's a fun season for me because all of these wonderful treasures that I've been a part of come out and have life again.
Well, we thank you for your time, Warren.
Thank
Good luck
you.
with the new book.
Thank you.
For sure. Warren will sign copies of the book today at 1 p.m. at the Be Below shop on Grand Avenue in St. Paul. Then at 3 p.m., Warren will appear at Live, Laugh, and Love on France Avenue in Edina. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., you can meet Warren at the 101 Market on Quantrell Avenue Northwest in Otsego. For more information on Warren's other book signings, visit KARE11.com and click on our Saturday show page. Up next, it's a simple gesture this holiday.